Hi, I'm Malcolm Roberts and I'm here in the heart of Ipswich with Sharon Bell, our candidate for the federal seat of Blair. Now, Sharon, we've already discussed the main issues in the federal government and election. First of all, there's cost of living, which is hammering everyone. Electricity prices, gas prices, petrol prices, taxation. We've also got then immigration, number 2, and we're concerned about the numbers. We need to decrease them and also have much more careful scrutiny on the mix of people. Third issue is infrastructure. It's been horribly neglected, and Ipswich looks like a bombed out area in places. It's just been so neglected. And then the fourth issue is what underlies all of that is the fact that our governance in this country under both failed old parties is atrocious. And then underlying all of that is the fact that as a result of UN policies on climate, the Paris Agreement, the Kyoto Protocol, we're destroying our electricity sector, going from the lowest cost of electricity up to the highest cost of electricity. We've got immigration policies that are influenced by the UN. We've got water policies that are driven by the UN. We've got property rights stolen by the UN's Kyoto Protocol. We've had education now being smashed by UN dictates under so-called safe schools. These kinds of issues mean that our governments are abdicating. So I know the big picture. What made you, as an individual, put your hand up and stand for One Nation?
Well, myself, a middle class working wife, mother and grandmother, and I must say I'm just very concerned about the future of my grandchildren. Just watching the government over the last couple of years and all the issues that Malcolm just mentioned is a real concern for me and for my future of my grandkids. And I just been watching One Nation policies over the last few years, and I must say they tick all the boxes for me, and that's why I put my hand up to become a candidate for One Nation.
So tell us a bit more about yourself. You've got 3 kids. You've worked
yes.
20 years in Ipswich.
Yep, I have
Ipswich.
3 children and 3 grandchildren. They all live in Ipswich as well. I've been with the civil engineering and construction industry for nearly 20 years, and I speak to subcontractors on a daily basis, and I don't think there's too many weeks go by that I lose one of my subcontractors. They've gone under. And which brings me to One Nation's timely payment policy, which will get behind these subcontractors. There's over 2 million small businesses in Australia, so cash flow is critical to them. We need to make sure that they're paid within 30 days, so they've got their cash flow moving. At the moment, there's no legislation for fixed term payments, which can be up to 60 to 90 days. And also, mates in construction just come to my workplace just a few months back, and I was really shocked to hear that there's 3 suicides every week in construction, which is really bad. So, you know, the subcontractors are the backbone of this country, and we really need to get behind them. It's really critical.
And I've maintained ties with Ipswich for many years now, and I know about the drug problem right here. You've seen that pretty close to you as well?
Yes, well, it's Australia-wide, but you know, it's Ipswich, the Blair electorate's not immune to that. One Nation does have a policy from the proceeds of crime to go towards rehabilitation centres, which will take the pressure off hospitals. And also, I think it was a great policy is that parents can institutionalise their adult children. It doesn't matter if they're over 18 or under 18, that parents have the right to institutionalise their kids, because you know, basically if you're psychotic or your psychosis from taking ice, you don't know that you're psychotic. So it's a really great thing that parents can actually institutionalise their children, no matter what age they are.
And we've got problems here with Deebing Creek, for example, with and problems with the corruption in the city council, and all those things that, even though they're seen at the local level, those corruption problems extend to the state government, which is undoubtedly true. And that extends to our federal government, where there's very little accountability. And so we've got basically this country being destroyed by government, not being supported by government. So that's what you're up against.
That's
so you're
right.
Ready for battle?
I'm ready to battle. I'm ready to be a voice for the people of the Blair electorate. And please behind One Nation, because we do need your support and we can make a difference in Parliament if we hold the balance of power. So please get out there and support us. If you see me out there campaigning, please come and have a chat with me. I'm happy to answer any questions I can. If I don't know the answers, I'll find out for you. But please get behind us and support us.
And one final thing. You've been through the candidate vetting process in One Nation. What's it like? Was it a breeze, a walk in the park?
No, very vigorous, I must say.
Yeah, and so it's ironic that the people who used to have questions about stability were fired at us. But we've had, how many prime ministers? 7 prime ministers in the last 10 years?
Yep.
Both the failed old parties have done their own people in. The instability is with the failed old parties. And as your proof of the stability, because we're cleaning house, we're making sure we've got everything in order so that people can vote for us. This is a wonderful lady. She's been out campaigning heavily already around Ipswich. Give her your support and let the people of Blair have a strong voice in Parliament.
Yeah, thank you. See you out there.
Welcome, Sharon.
Thank you.